EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 19. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Nixon. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
49, check 49.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got him in, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a first and 10 at the 11.
54.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1.
It's just me and you.
Out of the gun, Watson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Down. 18 Gators. 50. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Donahue. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that'll bring up second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Throwing again. Donahue. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
To throw on third down, Donahue. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing again is Watson. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings, for some reason it builds up.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Donahue. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
You ready? 50. Hey, Charlie. I got you. I got you. My 50, my 50. Yep. Ricky. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Donahue. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Wahoo! Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Go. Okay,
Throwing again. Donahue. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Look at me. Zipper. Let's go. Fire.
Operating from the gun. Donahue. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to launch it for Washington. And got his man complete. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Watson now to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up second and goal from the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. A quick throw complete to Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Off play action. Donahue. Campbell making the catch. 22 yards there, a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Donahue. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get that quarterback, D-line. 24. Showing up.
Watson now to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Off the play fake. Donahue. Looking deep for Hilton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
5. 42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. I got one. Go. Watch the curve. Hey, foxtrot. 42, Mike, 42. It's our time.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Donahue looking deep for Hilton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
From the gun, Donahue. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, orbit.
Off play action. Donahue. Forced out to his left. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Watson. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, Delta. Step.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Donahue looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Watson now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch.
On first down, Nixon. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
First carry for James Conner. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Nixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's done. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
No.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. On first down, Nixon. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Connor, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. To throw is Watson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Switch!
Hey, 31.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see it.
Watson just beating the play clock. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
2 points down, he's coming.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Yes, sir. It's time to see me. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 to Mike.
A shotgun snap for Watson, and it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
We go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Yo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And that's incomplete.
Watson's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Now a give, right side. Nixon. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
It's third and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Watson off play action. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after try forthcoming. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon, they'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Check. Fresno.
On 3rd down, Nixon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking.
And eventually take him down here. Great coverage downfield. Bud Dupree make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
I'm going to come back to you.
2nd and 15. going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Time to go.
Ready?
Back to throw. Donahue in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Mike 50, Mike 50. You must be good.
On fourth down, Donahue. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a first and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
To the park.
On second down now. It's Connor, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Now a give right side. Nixon, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Rock it. Be good.
On 4th down, Donahue. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.